Fame is a scary thing. Like you see people who start having success and people start following and then all of a sudden they start drinking their own Kool-Aid, they start believing their own bios and all these things start happening and like that's when things start shifting and that's when you see these big movements, these big companies and then they crash and burn. I think I was lucky when I got started early on and I got to the spot in my life where I literally was doing the same thing. Again, I believed my own bio. I was drinking my own Kool-Aid. About that time is when my entire company collapsed. Like it fell apart overnight. I had to fire almost 100 people in a day. We had to move from a big, huge office building to shrink down to this little tiny thing. We were scrambling just to keep alive. And I remember going through that process and it was very, very painful. I remember thinking during that time, I was like, okay, I now know that this was not me. There's a lot of other external forces besides me that created this thing, right? Including God, which was one of the biggest things for me. I'm like, I now know that what he gives, he can take away. When you get put in a spot of leadership, like you build an audience, you have people following you. Key is like, you have to remain humble. Like that was not something that you created. It was something you were given. It's remembering those things as you're trying to lead the movement and not making it about you. As soon as it becomes about you, that's when it shifts from a very positive thing to a very negative thing.